The next section we will complete is Part 3, Affirmative Action Statement. From the Application Summary screen, select Edit in the Part 3 Affirmative Action Statement section. The new screen displays. On the Contractor Information section, click the magnifying glass to select the EEO officer. The Equal Employment Opportunity Officer screen displays. Click the plus sign to select an employee as the EEO officer. You will be returned to the previous screen and the employee will be listed as your EEO officer. If you click the magnifying glass and there are no names showing on the screen, you will have to add the employee. To add the employee, click New. The employee screen displays. Fill out all of the required yellow fields. Make sure that the EEO officer is selected for the employee title. So we're going to select Helen because we know she's our EEO officer. So all the information is filled out. For this screen, you need to click Save and Exit to return to the previous screen. Select the EEO officer by clicking the plus sign. So Helen's name is listed. After the EEO is listed in the affirmative action screen, add the EEOO's email. Then answer the question, is your organization recognized as a DB? Click the drop-down arrow to select yes or no. So we have yes selected. If we would select no, this section at the bottom would not be here. So you need to go through the 5 sections and select whether or not they apply to your business. So we selected yes for small business administration. We added an effective date and an expiration date. If you select yes to any of the questions, you will need to attach documentation at the end. We will add all of the required documentation after we finish answering the required yellow fields for Part 3. They also have a section for additional comments that you can add. In the disclaimer section, read the disclaimer statements and answer the question by clicking the down arrow and selecting yes. In the last sentence in the disclaimer section, click on the EO Plan Guideline Instructions resource that explains your company's Equal Opportunity Plan. You will need to attach your company's EO plan before exiting Part 3. So if you click on the resource, it will download a PDF. And that just gives you more information on how to fill out that section. And you can save it and you can print it. In the questions section, answer the questions by clicking the down arrow and selecting yes or no. If you selected yes, you would need to provide additional information and attach supporting documents before exiting Part 3. In the Compliance Review Agency section, if you selected yes to the question above, has any federal or state agency conducted an EEO compliance review of your organization within the past 2 years, you will need to click Add and enter some information on the screen. So we selected yes for that. So we're going to click Add. Let's click Save first. So everything was saved successfully. So back down to the Compliance Review Agencies, we'll select Add. So you need to fill in the information on the screen. So we're going to pick a date. And then we'll pick a state. So it tells you that you have to add a compliance determination letter. So to do that, you want to type in the title and a description. Then click Choose File to find your file, and then click Open. So you'll see the name of your document on the screen, and you can click Save. Your compliance determination letter is now in the available documents. You can click back to go back to the previous screen. And the next section we need to finish is unions. In the union section, under the union contractor question, you can click the down arrow to say yes or no. So, is your organization a union contractor? If yes, please list the unions that represent your workforce and attach the union bargaining non-discrimination clause, union bargaining table of contents, and union bargaining cover page. So we selected yes. And here is the union section. So to attach those documents, you would click Add. You would type in your union name. And then we would do what we did before. We would come over here, you would click the name of the document, and then type in the title and the description and choose the file. And you would do that for all 3 documents. Once all that information is uploaded, you can click Save. You'll get your message that the information was saved successfully, and then click Back. So the last thing we need to do is answer the question, does your organization have apprenticeship and or on-the-job training programs? You can select yes or no. If you select yes, you can just enter in your information in the box. So we want to click Validate before we exit this section to see if we're missing any information. So we will click Save. The information was saved successfully. So now we're going to click Validate to see what information we need to add. So it's telling us we need to add the Equal Opportunity Plan document. So we go down to the bottom where the attachment section is. Under Document Type, we select the Equal Opportunity Plan. Enter the title. Enter the description. And then click Choose File to find the file. And then click Open. Your file is showing on the screen. Click Save to save your file. You'll get a message saying that the information was saved successfully. Click Validate one more time just to make sure everything for Part 3 has been entered. So you got your message saying validation completed successfully. You have completed all the information needed for the pre-qualification application. You can click Log Out in the top right-hand corner of the screen. You will be returned to the ECMS homepage.